Hi everyone, I welcome you all to this book review podcast. Before talking about the book for podcast, I have a question for you all. How was your experience when last year the world was hit with COVID-19? I would love to hear your answers, how the experience was, what were your thoughts, and what you felt in that time. Many people in that time felt very negative. But as you know, there are all kinds of people in the world, and one of those people used that time to utilize it in a different way. This person, what she did was she wrote a book, and the book does revolve around the concept of COVID-19, of course. But her idea is about how her life changed and how she felt in that time. Feeling is not exactly in terms of emotions, it's more like how she saw herself change in that time, or how she observed her life, or what are the things that were going on in her mind in that time. So the book that I'm going to talk about today is What the Pandemic Learned from Me, a hilarious antidote to the pain that Corona dealt us, by Anindita Das. For those who have heard the title, I'm sure you must have understood what this means, and it's nowhere about the negativity or the sadness that COVID-19 brought in our lives. It's more of a satire, a mixture of witty responses and a few laughs to lighten up the mood of the readers. The book may for once be considered to be among its counterparts, which cropped up as the pandemic broke out. The witty banters that the readers get to see in the author's words and the manners in which the author creates humor in an atmosphere which is full of worries for all is what makes this book unique, and it is different from the ones written. When the book begins, there is a mention of a statutory warning, and this kind of hints at the fact that the work is born from a serious concern, of course, but it is going to take the readers on a laughter riot in no time. And instead of worries or stress, this book is going to give them an experience of both laughter and relaxation. And in addition, the author resorts to both a unique kind of style of writing and humor, where she may appear to be deeply personal, yet all that she writes seems more or less a collective thought. Although the book is less than 100 pages, the author packs the book with a variety of thoughts which is stemmed from the course of life that took the world to get confined in their homes. To share this, the author uses sarcasm, humor, and elements to tickle the readers, and they smile as they read through, while they are also able to relate the same with themselves in their lives. Even though this is a debut work, but still the author shows quite a skill which is quite unlikely in debuting authors, but she does make her mark. For the most part of the book, the readers remain oblivious to the fact as to how the author is humoring both herself and many like her, but she certainly talks on just every point and situation that the readers would have encountered after the time they were confined to their homes. While the world was reporting all that was happening outside their homes, Das writes about what conspired within the four walls and how people were forced to adapt and adjust to the new normal. What the Pandemic Learned from Me by Anindita Das may strike as a very different and unique kind of a work which is out of the box and of course beyond mainstream. But the book characterizes a bright, optimistic, and antidote sort of approach to relieving one of the stress, trauma, and negativity that surrounds humans at large in hope of a better tomorrow. The author, Anindita Das, sets a different league for herself by not just playing with the words of language, but also building up phrases, sarcasm, meanings that can be decoded instantly. With the usage of such tools, the work appears mature and hilarious. This ensures that the book can be read by people of all age groups. While many readers would undoubtedly understand the fundamental point of concern of the author, they would also get an introduction to the young talent who saw potential in the current situation and converted this into a time of opportunity. So, with this thought, I end this podcast where I hope you liked the book that I talked about, and I hope you enjoyed the information that I shared with you. So, I thank you all, and I hope that you join me for the next podcast. And if you have any requests for the books to be reviewed or any other content you would like me to review, do message me or connect with me on any social media by the name The Unquoter.